Welcome, Focused Eye Challenger. I am so glad you are here. The focus of today is psychic thought control practices. Psychic thought control practices are about becoming aware that you are thinking. It's about being aware of every thought that you are thinking, not just in your conscious mind, but in your subconscious and the intentions of that thought. A positive mental attitude creates a mental atmosphere that aids meditation practice and bringing forth the direction of the higher mind. The higher mind guides the thought process of the personal mind in establishing and maintaining control over your life. So be guided by your higher God mind to harness your thought power. Today we will go over thought psychic control principles, thought psychic control practices, thought psychic control benefits, and thought psychic control procedure. Thought psychic control principles. The main objectives of the energy created with magnetic thought. Every thought is a vibration of psychic energy coming from your mind. Every thought you think that is positive in nature attracts positive results to you. Every thought you think has a magnetic property to it in the psychic realm of mind. Every thought you think affects your health and happiness and has creative psychic power for good or for ill. Every thought you think that is loving, therefore attracts love. Every thought you think that is prosperous attracts prosperity. Every thought you think fills the psychic atmosphere of where you work or live. So think positive, good thoughts about yourself and those around you. Every thought you think starts out psychically, but then returns to you in physical manifestation, whether it be as a person, a thing, condition, or circumstances. As you choose your thoughts, you choose your life. Thought psychic control practices. Remember, energy intent is magnetic. Psychic thought control practices are about becoming aware that you are thinking. It's about being aware of every thought that you are thinking, not just in your conscious mind, but in your subconscious and the intentions of that thought. During the Focus Victory Challenge, you will be taught how to transition the conscious mind to which positive thoughts it accepts and which negative thoughts it rejects, both from the environmental experiences of daily living as well as from subconscious recollections or influences. So, not only will you become aware of what you are thinking and how you are thinking it, but you're going to learn to have a master control awareness of what you are thinking, so you may censor or accept every thought. Through accept and release practices, you will find at the moment you think a negative or destructive thought, that by censoring that thought so that it does not enter the subjective mind, your inner and outer life will become more positive, balanced, and joyful. Your mood may alter to certain emotions such as that, and you will be able to accept more love, therefore giving more love. And your overall physical health and well-being will improve. You'll achieve your positive goals and intentions with being in line of God's will for your soul's purpose. So, Focused Eye Challenger, your mini challenge is every time you find yourself thinking a negative thought, see how fast you can get rid of it through the affirmation, I censor that thought so that it does not enter my subjective mind. If you are thinking an unkind thought towards someone, catch yourself and say, guide me to understand why they are as they are, and through understanding, I bless them. If you find it difficult to bless someone due to a great deal of ill, say, I call upon the universal Godhead within me to forgive the person whom I, at the moment, do not seem to have the power to forgive. By taking a few minutes each day to give yourself meditation treatments and positive affirmations, you will fill your subjective mind with these positive affirmations and they will return to you. You will begin to be constantly aware of the fact that your thought has the psychic power to either clear up your problems or keep them alive and attract even more to you. The moment a positive thought about yourself, your life, your abilities, or your possibilities enters your mind, make it a greater reality in your mind by doing this right here. Rather than just letting the positive thought pass through your conscious mind and then enter your subconscious, enforce the power of the thought by adding these powerful words to it. And so it is. Repeat those words more than once for even greater acceptance of your positive thought by your mind. As you say, and so it is, feel that your positive thought has been given added energy as it travels into the psychic atmosphere, attracting its corresponding good to you. Do this every day with every positive thought you think, and more you will see the influence it is having on your positive mental attitude and in the further increase of good in your life. Do not underestimate the power of this simple method over your life and mind. "95% of our mind is subconscious. Every thought you think enters your subconscious mind, and through the subconscious mind enters the psychic realm." At the beginning of the year, I bought a pineapple. I cut the top off, set it aside, cut it up, a third in pieces for my daughter to eat, and I juiced the rest. I've never been a gardener or kept a houseplant. I don't have a green thumb. But I believe that if I put the top in water, it would keep growing because everything has a seed, and I felt the tip with the green growth had to be it. So I put it in a plastic cup of 7 pH water. I freshened up the water every week, and after a few months, I saw little dangly roots, and I went to Dollar General because that's where the closest store was, and they actually had planting supplies. So when I returned home, I had a small pot, potting soil, gloves, garden tools, even got a garden mat, just in case I needed to kneel on the ground, right? I watered Mr. Pineapple. Yes, my new plant got a name. I made sure he got plenty of sunshine, was taken out of the storm so he didn't get too much sun, water, or shade. Everything was balanced. And then all of a sudden, I realized Mr. Pineapple had grown his pot. Now, it's fall. And I freak out because gardening supplies may be limited to the spring season. So I rush back to the store and I caught the end of year clearance. So now Mr. Pineapple is thriving in a bigger, nicer looking pot. But after I took a step back, I reflected and I realized that I too had grown and changed. Our family had experienced loss, a few deaths actually, among other things. I had to move my mom entirely, purged a lifetime of material possessions, pruned a lot of negativity out of my life that was holding me back, and realized that is what I did to the plant. I would see a leaf that was brown, not looking good, and prune it off. The plant would flourish after that. After the roots were able to breathe in more healthy soil, the plant blossomed. What I hope for is that you are able to do the same. Use positive affirmations as seeds of growth. Nourish your mind with positive people, places, and things. Take time all through the day and focus within in gratitude on how far you've grown from one day to the next, from 1 month to the next, from 1 year to the next. And when you feel like you've outgrown your pot, you're about to have your breakthrough. So focus on your healing, your growth, and I am here to guide you. You are unlimited potential with unlimited resources. Join the Focused Eye community where you can share and grow with other like-minded individuals. I'm Minister Jasmine Zink, and I will see you soon, Focused Eye Challenger.